Israel's come under a new wave of Iranian missile attacks. These are some of the latest pictures from the area. Missiles were seen streaking through the sky a short time ago, and there's been damage to at least one building in the port city of Haifa. Areas across Israel have come under nightly attacks from both Iran and Hezbollah in Lebanon. As Israel launches its offensive in Lebanon, there's a question whether it's on board with a possible deal with Iran. Trump has reiterated that if the agreement is reached, it will be very good for Israel.
We just spoke to Israel a little while ago. I think they'll be very happy. This will be peace for Israel, long-term peace, guaranteed peace. If this happens, and I can't guarantee it, but I think it's going to. My life is a deal. That's all I do is deals my whole life. I think this is something that's going to happen. And why wouldn't it happen?
Earlier today, I spoke with our friend President Trump. President Trump believes that there is an opportunity to leverage the great achievements of the IDF and the US military to realize the goals of the war in an agreement that will safeguard our vital interests. In parallel, we continue to attack both in Iran and Lebanon. We are methodically dismantling the missile program and the nuclear program and continue to hit Hezbollah hard. Just a few days ago, we eliminated 2 more nuclear scientists. We will safeguard our vital interests in any agreement.
Now, Rob McBride is live for us in the Jordanian capital, Amman. We will safeguard our vital interests. Now, that's a direct quote from Netanyahu. However, Donald Trump says he wants to try and guarantee the guaranteed peace. So there are differences between them. Do we think they will come together?
Yeah, Netanyahu there, I think, putting on a show of unity, displaying that they are in lockstep militarily with the United States. But I think behind closed doors, there are real concerns in the Israeli administration about just where any deal-making might lead, because Israel does have its red lines that it doesn't want to see crossed. Netanyahu is suspected, as we know, of derailing the last round of talks brokered by Oman, of encouraging Trump to turn away from negotiation, to follow the path of this conflict. And a lot of the talk about what the Trump administration has been agreeing in these back-channel talks do sound very similar to what was on the table at the last round of talks. So there's real concern in Israel just about how much control they will have or not have in if they are swept up in this whirlwind of diplomacy from this White House. If the US agrees to stop fighting and tells Israel to do likewise, will they follow? They don't have to. In theory, Israel could continue on their own, although that does seem unlikely, trying to wage a war by themselves against Iran. It may well be that Netanyahu might have to accept what he has gained so far and walk away. It was only a day or so ago, the head of the military in Israel was saying that, in his estimation, they're only halfway through their list of intended targets. They've got 3 more weeks of fighting to go, and they would want to continue that fighting. And indeed, there has been a late-night meeting of the coalition, Netanyahu's coalition partners, emergency meeting late on Monday to discuss all of this and to see just where they stand in this whole process.
But where they stand in this whole process is complicated by Israel's war on Lebanon, and there is a fear that any deal with Iran is going to mean that Israel just keeps continuing to hit Lebanon.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, what's happening in Lebanon now is the more pressing concern and longer-term project for Israel. Israel has been using this conflict with Iran really as a way of taking the fight to Hezbollah, trying to fulfill this long-held ambition and promise of once and for all annihilating Hezbollah. We have been seeing these intensive attacks in the south, a suspicion that they're trying to set up some sort of occupation or buffer zone. zone. The fear is for Israel that in any negotiations, Iran will set as a precondition the defense of Hezbollah, the survival of Hezbollah, that it will put pressure on the US to put pressure on Israel to stop its attacks into Lebanon. It doesn't want to see this process thwarting its long-held ambitions in Lebanon itself. And all of this, of course, plays into domestic political considerations, with elections coming up in October, of what Netanyahu can show to the electorate has been coming out of this conflict. One of the other promises, of course, was that they were going to finally neutralize the missile threat from Iran. But as we've seen late Monday into now the early hours of Tuesday morning, further missile strikes in the north of Israel, with alerts being raised in Nazareth and Haifa, and now images of damage on the ground reaching us from the port city of Haifa itself.
Rob McBride live for us there in Amman.